is Session 1 of Pathfinder 2. This is a new adventure path. It is put out by Paizo, and it is a awesome new rule set that we are all going to be checking out in the stream. This is the Age of Ashes Hellknight Hill, and it will be played by a bunch of students and a DM from our community in FGC. So I would like to go down the list and introduce them, and I will be narrating the chat. So let's start with Captain Nemo. Can you tell us a little bit about your character?
Sure. I'll be playing Caden. He is a monk who, due to visions, will be taking part of this adventure and seeing where he goes from there. So my character is probably, I think, the tallest in the group. So probably the target. That's really about everything for my character right now.
And let's go with Jedi.
Hello, my name is Jedi Monkey. I'll be playing a rogue goblin whose nickname is Honest Abe. His actual name is Abernack, and the way that he got his name was he always dreamed about being an adventurer and wanted to be an adventurer and saw these really cool things going on, but because he's a slave, he couldn't do it. So in his mind, he started beginning to believe all these things that he thought he could do and was telling these far-fetched stories about things that he had done, which he had not actually done, but he thought he did. And nobody would ever believe him. And he got to the point where he kept saying, honest, honest, I did it, honest, honest. And so people gave him the nickname of Honest Abe. And now he's actually out to go adventure because he is no longer a slave and he's excited about meeting new people and doing many things.
All right, Costas.
Hey everyone, my name is Costas and I'll play a dwarf ranger. His name is Galmont and he's a grumpy guy, but he has a very trustworthy bear with him. He's gonna be a small bear, but he's a very good friend of his. He started in a small village in the Five King Mountains, and his father had a very nice tavern where he learned about adventures, and this is what he wanted to do in his life. So now he went out and he found himself in an adventure path.
Very good. Kanala?
Hello everyone, my name is Kanala and I'll be playing Cannondale, who I'm an elvish sorcerer. Originally I was born in Green Gold. At a very young age, my parents were killed and I was put into the foster care system. Every few months or so I was chucked around because accidents kept happening involving fire. I kind of believed that I was cursed for a while, but then I realized I was a sorcerer of a draconic bloodline. Most of my life I've gone from job to job, earning coin wherever I can. I'm pretty obsessed with finding texts. I want to find out where I come from, what the point is, and how I go forward. And I found myself going to Breach Hill because I found some ancient texts that are supposed to be going up for auction. It's a bit sketchy whether it's there or not, but I'm going there to find out, and let's see where it goes.
And Mopsy?
Hey, my name is Moopsy. My character is Ulrich, the dwarf. He's a local hunter from the town of Breach Hill, and supporting the town with his hunting, he also wants to become a cook and trying to cook specialized food that he will hunt himself by killing monsters. He's also interested in poison making and seeing how the new festival come up. He decided to become an adventurer, to leave the village at once and go out into the world, finding adventures, new monsters to kill, and food to cook.
All right, cool. And let's introduce our DM. He's going to be running the session today.
Hello, I'm GM Jasco, Fantasy Grounds College, and yeah, I'll be playing everybody else today. Trying to put our band of assorted adventurers through their paces, and hopefully we'll have a great time and raise some hell.
All right, so I will give you the floor. Again, everyone just kind of hang out and watch. If you have any questions, I will gather those and I will give those to the players and to the DM at the end of the show, and we'll get going.
So here we are. Beginning of our story brings us to the mountains of northern Isga and the town of Breach Hill. It's a rather unusual town in that it publicly supports adventurers. Every month it holds a tradition called the Call for Heroes, whereby the locals present their problems to the town, and heroes, adventurers, come forward and offer to write them for them, and sell their services in a mercenary kind of way to gain reputation, wealth, and adventure. And this is where we find you. You've all turned up. Some of you are local. Some of them come from far away, ready to offer your services and hear this and hear what's available. So, where are we going to meet up?
I'm sorry, I don't see a map.
Sorry, I'll pop the map up. Okay, still getting used to this. 1 second. So here we have our town map of Breach Hill. You all know the place fairly well by now. The actual Call for Heroes takes place in the centre of town, at the town hall, which is on the south of the river near the Monument Circle.
Well, let's go from there then.
Okay, are you all going to be heading there?
Yes,
Yes.
we'll go there.
Sure.
Okay.
While we're going there, I'd also like to take a kind of look around, see what it is I see, like different types of people as far as importance, what they look like, important wise, and things like this, just like kind of get my bearings.
The town seems to be quite well off. It's people look in. It doesn't look poor. It's like the place has been well kept. It's well maintained. The streets are clean. People look healthy and happy. It's unusual to see in a country that's been basically a slave to Cheliacs for so long, and only recently starting to show signs of independence.
Okay, great. So are we going to enter the circle, guys, or are we going to look around? What are we doing?
Well, I assume most of us don't know each other yet, so...
No, that's entirely up to you guys.
Well, if anyone is from Breach Hill, I probably know them. If not...
Yeah. Okay.
I just arrived in the town, so I literally know no one. So I'm just heading
Alright,
for Call of Hero.
Yeah. So
maybe we can chat where we are from, so...
Yeah, once the Call for Heroes starts, you will be introduced to each other as part of the routine.
Okay.
Well, while we're waiting for the Call of Heroes to start, I think I'm gonna walk around and kind of just talk to everybody.
Hi, I'm Abe. I'm Honest Abe. How are you guys today? Hi, hello.
And kind of just talk to people and shake hands and tug on people's capes and stuff to get their attention, just to say hi, and 7 or 8 different type of people. But while I'm doing this, I'm doing with each one of them, I'm going to do something a little bit different.
Okay. People seem genuinely curious. It's not the fact that you're a goblin, it's the fact that you're an adventurer. People ask you what your skills are and what do you like to do. Is this your first adventure? Have you done all this kind of thing before? Are you a mighty hero? Yeah, and people seem genuinely excited to meet you.
Oh yes. I'm a really big hero, especially for my town. I go out and I can sing and I can dance and I can do all kinds of really, really cool, neat things.
Wow. I can't wait for the call so we can see what you're going to do.
But how many of those skills portray to being a hero?
A great many
I look forward to seeing these in battle. Little one.
Okay, so the crowds are starting to move towards the town hall. Noon's approaching, which is the scheduled time for the Call of Heroes. So it looks like Tremsel's joined us. Do you want to give us a quick introduction, Tremsel, seeing as you So you get that one. And you get that one.
Will you be adding the experience to our character sheets?
Yes, I will, yep.
Okay, because I have no idea where to put that. I'm glad you got that on your
Whoever said that sorcerers couldn't be tanks.
Okay, so didn't award that one. Yeah. There you go. So that was 180 XP in total for all of that, and you get that each. With this system, rather than having the total and splitting it between characters, you all get the same amount. You get the total each.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, you make your way outside, coughing and spluttering from. There's the doorway is surrounded by the haunted eyes of some very smoke-looking councillors, and Greta, the council president, whistles loudly to get the crowd's attention, and she looks around, hugging some of the townspeople next to her, while others wearily clap her on the back in thanks to their lives. She turns, she says, "What manner of madness just happened? It's no accident. Did anybody else see anything?" One of the guards who was stationed outside the fire raised his hand and his voice. "Aye, the clerk saw everything. It was Calmont, cat of a bookseller's apprentice. He lit the fires in the halls next to the chamber. He also set that fire monster loose on the crowd." The second guard shouts in assent. "Indeed, witnesses outside the building saw him running toward Hellknight Hill." A surprised and worried wave ripples through the crowd at this information, including Warble's distinct voice. "The Citadel, my bumblebrashes!" Greta raises her hand authoritatively, and the crowd begins to fall calm. "Friends, we'll get to the bottom of this, but we can't do it alone. Who are the heroes in attendance today?"
As I raise my arm.
Yeah. "Heroes, are you willing to investigate Hellknight Hill?"
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Aye.
This put our lives in danger as well as yours. We will bring them to justice whoever started this fight.
Then it's done. I'll offer you 10 gold pieces each for the investigation of the Citadel and ensuring the safety of the Bumblebrashy tribe, and a further 10 for the should you track down and detain Calmont, returning for questioning. This will be payable upon your return. In the meantime, take your time to prepare yourselves to set off. You know the directions from here, northeast. Equip yourselves, prepare yourselves, do whatever you need to do, but hurry.
One thing I want to do is make sure that I have my water skin filled back up with water. And
Yeah, that's fine. You can refill your water skins, and prepare yourselves. So you take a couple of days now to prepare yourselves if you want to. Is there anything you need to do? Anything you want to do before you set off, or are you eager to set off immediately?
Yeah.
Maybe we should find out a little bit more about this perpetrator, since we've only heard the guards. Maybe someone else in town might have more information.
I agree.
I'd agree.
That's a good idea.
This Calmont seems to have it in for the tribe up to the northeast. So let's go and talk to the lady and see if we could find out any information about this person.
Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to do in order to gather information like this, does our rogue, do you have the streetwise skill at all? Or the streetwise feat?
Let me look. You said feet or this? Oh, we don't have a skill on.
I think it's a skill feat. Streetwise is particularly good for gathering information. Otherwise, it's going to be like a local knowledge or a diplomacy check.
I would quite happily roll a diplomacy check.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
Yeah,
a
diplomacy
streetwise on mine. That would be under the abilities tab, correct?
Yes.
Reading through the feed, it says in any settlement you frequent regularly, so if you're not from here, I don't think it works at all.
No.
I could use society as a role.
You can use society, yes.
Let's see if I remember him since I'm living here and maybe someone talked about him or whatever.
Okay, you go around various places, ask around. It turns out that he works as a bookbinder, as an apprentice. Just trying to find out a bit more about him for you.
An apprentice always has a master, so maybe that would be some way to start.
Yeah, and I really doubt that he's going to be the one who did the actual summoning. I think somebody else either got to him or something else.
He might have stolen a book.
Yeah, he's Calmont. He's a bookseller's apprentice. Trying to find out where he works. Doesn't actually tell me in the Gazetteer. The Reliant Book Company. Right, yeah, he works for the Reliant Book Company, which belongs to an elf by the name of Vos Leraine. And it's her apprentice Calmont Treno is a recent arrival in town.
Maybe this Vos Leraine is somebody we should talk to find out a little bit more about Calmont.
Yeah, I suggest we go to the shop and ask a few questions there.
Okay. You get to the shop, it's very tightly locked up. It looks abandoned. There's a door and 3 windows. You can attempt to force your way in, or you can try and pick your lock and get in. Or you probably, if you want to gain access, you should probably, if you're going to be law-abiding, you should probably speak to the council about it.
Are there any neighbor buildings?
Yeah, there'll be there's a building next door, but nothing that leans directly onto. It's a detached building.
I suggest that we take the council's approval before going.
I agree with this. We should not be breaking and entering. This could get us in more trouble than it's worth.
Especially since we just got hired by these people.
We should probably ask the neighbors if they have seen anything or know when it was abandoned, or when the last time anybody was actually here.
Okay, well, you ask around, and the general opinion of this guy that Calmont is a bit of a villain. He's not particularly likable. He's always in trouble, and you're told that you think that Vos fired him a few days ago, but Vos hasn't been seen lately in a few days.
I'll just look in the window of the shop and see if I can see anything inside.
Okay, yeah, it looks like the place has been cleared out. There's not a huge amount left in there. There's a few books left around.
I think we should definitely go and talk to the council. Boss is clearly not here, it looks like. She's abandoned, packed shop up. I don't think there's any other way we can do this than talking to the council members.
Okay, so you're going to go back to the town hall, which the council are busy standing around looking over, trying to decide the best way to approach the repairs and tidying up this place at the minimum cost to the town. They seem to be quite sort of conscious of the greater good here. You know, everybody is in it for everybody else. So you turn up and try to remember a name of the council. Councillor. Greta Gardania turns to you and says, how can I help you? Are you ready to depart yet?
We were wondering if you could give us any information, anything you know about this Voss, is it? The leader that opens the shop?
Yes, Voss Lyrain. She's a bookmaker. Seems quite interested in magical studies. She's been looking into. Apparently, she's quite keen on studying things to do with magical transportation, teleportation, and things like that. Not something I really understand, but that seems to be her particular oeuvre, as it were. Why are you asking about her? The Calmont, the accused, is her apprentice, is he not?
We were
Yes, he is,
wondering
but
maybe
like-
if she would know anything more about him, and the general consensus from the town folk is that he's not a very likable fellow.
No, he was never popular. Have you asked Voss about this?
We've been to Voss's shop, and it looks like it's being cleaned out, as if she's taken off.
Right, but you must investigate. I will give you dispensation just this once to force entry if you must. But please don't delay too long.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a really
Those
nice little
those
smile.
goblins may be in danger.
Okay, well, a smile's gonna come across the Honest Abe's face as he reaches into his bag to pull out lockpicking stuff to break
Okay.
into the place.
She seems quite desperate for us to set off. Is this something we really should be doing?
She's just eager to get. She's just worried about the goblins. It's one of the reasons you were hired, but you've also been hired to find out about this other guy as well, about this Calmont. So it's a valid path of inquiry.
Let's go back to the bookshop.
Okay.
I would like to use my assurance feat, which is thievery, in order to be able to pick that lock, please.
Okay. You remind us how that works?
Assurance says that instead of rolling, I can go ahead and take my 10 plus my modifier for thievery and use that as my roll instead of rolling, which gives me a 17.
Okay. So you get down to the being a goblin, you're not that tall, so you basically stand and look into the lock at eye level, poke around with your picks and levers, and after a few minutes, you find that you've not managed to open the door.
Oh, this locks
Maybe we
better
should
than
kick
I
the
thought.
door in.
I'm gonna jump out the way before a foot comes flying at my face.
Okay, you can have another try, but roll for it. But your modifier isn't sufficient enough to get you the difficulty of the lock to pick.
Okay, then I'm
You
going
look
to
like
try
you can do a good
to
kick,
roll
Monk.
for it real quick.
While the party is trying to breach in through the door with force, I'm going to look if any of the windows would be smashable and we can enter through them.
You can certainly. Yeah, 1 second. Let's have a look. Right, if you want to smash the windows or the door, I need you to make an athletics check. You can do athletics in the dice, please.
Oh, what kind of windows are these?
Let's just have a look. It does say the three windows. Each of them has a different wall. The four-sided structure. It's an athletics check to break the window. Basically, your thievery target is 20 for the door. Athletics 16 for the to break the windows.
Alright. Well, I was wondering because usually windows are made out of glass. So windows
are.
it is.
But these may be shuttered.
Ah,
Can we just check to see if the window's unlocked first? Maybe we can just slide the window open.
Right. You managed to break the window, Ulrich. You can get your hand in and reach the lever and open it. You can get in that way.
alright.
We throw the goblin through the window, and then he can let us in.
Guys, here we haven't way in.
Caden will just stand by with his hands in a little hold for each little person's foot to just kind of toss them over.
So
Okay.
who's going in with me?
I'll go.
Probably Tremzel.
I'm coming in, and I think I'm an expert in perception. Can I do a perception to check if anything is there, any clue?
Well, are you going to investigate the inside of the building or outside?
The inside.
Yeah, I'm going
The
in now.
inside.
Okay. Right, you climb in. It leads you into the public display area of this bookshop. Yeah, do you want to roll your perception then to have a look around?
All right. Is there a way to open the door from the inside?
Yes, you can open the door from the inside.
Come on in.
Okay, Galmond, your particularly well-trained ranger eyes spot a ledger on the countertop.
Okay, I go and I open the ledger and check what's inside.
Okay, it seems to be a record of purchases and sales of various things.
Can you tell me what things they, like the last entry? Can you give me the last?
In the recent days, there's a collection of books, but one that catches your eye, written in a large, looping, sort of elegant hand. It describes a purchase of a magical parchment, a scroll of summoning methods. The note next to its entry is dated the day before you arrived in town.
And the name, the person who bought it?
It wasn't sold.
It wasn't sold.
What about when it was purchased?
It was purchased the day before you arrived in town.
It's purchased by
Otherwise, there's the room's full of shelves, and still on some of the shelves there are a few books left over, but they're particularly sort of ancient-looking things written in strange scripts.
Can we look and see what kind of script it was written in? What language? If we know the language.
Doesn't specify that any particular languages, but it's shelves of old books written in a myriad of languages. The front of the room is a counter, which is where you found the sales ledger, a till box which is empty. They've taken whoever cleaned out took the money with them.
Does the place look like it's been ransacked or just packed up?
It looks like it's been consciously packed up. It's not. There's not stuff thrown everywhere. It's there's a few things in piles where it looks like they've been sorted the stuff to keep or stuff to throw away, and they've left the stuff they didn't want. But they've obviously been skimmed through and taken everything important.
To me, it looks like...
There's also a doorway into another room and some stairs going up.
Is the door locked?
The door is open.
Do you think we should have a look upstairs, guys?
Yes.
If you want, I can peek first because I'm small. They may not see me up there. Somebody's there.
So you're going upstairs first, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go and go up the stairs first because I'm like really, really short, and maybe I can peek around the corner, and they wouldn't expect something that short to look around the corner.
Okay. On entering the bedroom, you find it to be it's a bedroom upstairs. You get to the top of the stairs, and there's a door blocking your way. That is locked.
I'm gonna try to lockpick it this one,
Okay.
but I'm gonna use a skill this time just to see if I can get skill wise first.
No, you don't manage to do it. You can have another go. You basically take as long as you want. Okay, you definitely get in there, but you haven't quite got it yet.
Shall I give it a try?
Is there any way we can assist him?
If you've got the thievery skill, yes, you can assist. And what that does is you roll, and if you roll a 20, then you get to add +4 to his roll.
I don't have fever.
Ah, now you've got it.
There we go. Cool.
Thank you for your help. Thank
But
you.
do we, because his Tremzel's fever is untrained?
Oh, I see. Yeah. Do you want to? Sorry, yeah, that's not enough. I was reading the wrong one. I was reading the 26 at the top. Sorry, it's the yeah. Do you want to have another go, Abe?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one more shot at this.
Yeah. No.
Oh, we ain't getting in that way.
Maybe
I'm gonna see
someone
one
used
single tear
magic.
come down my face because I failed.
Maybe someone used magic to close these doors.
Can I cast Detect Magic to see if there's any magical lock on the door?
You can. You don't find anything.
Caden wants to step up to the door and just break it down.
Okay. That's a athletics, please.
Okay. Do you want it in the
Can I assist him?
You can. Yes. Yeah.
you want it in the dice tower?
Yes, please. That's fine. He doesn't need assistance. He just kicks it straight off its hinges. Well-placed kick right by the lock, and it flies open to reveal an untidy living space, a bedroom. It looks like the owner left in a hurry. The bed's unmade. There's a modest chest of drawers that's been ransacked, and the wardrobe is missing about half of its contents.
What can we see in the wardrobe?
Okay, so it's women's clothes. Obviously, quite a slim, tall person. That's about it, really.
Can we check the drawers to see if there's anything there?
Okay, would you like to make a perception check, please?
All right.
Did you say everyone?
Whoever's looking in the drawer.
That'll be me.
I'll look in the bottom drawer since that's about the only thing I can see. Do you want to go in the tower?
Yeah, tower, please. Okay, on the nightstand next to the bed, there's a book titled Breach Hill, Outpost of Liberty. And it's got several loose pieces of paper stuck in various pages.
So they appear to be bookmarks. I'd like to look in the pages that have been bookmarked.
Okay, you're looking at the book, and it's basically a very, very sanitized history of Breach Hill, glorifying the town's founder. Trying to remember his name now. But yeah, it's all these Lamond Breachton. That's the one. Peppered across the pages are in the margins are notes. And notes on the material include: "Ha, rich idiot humans trusting that lying wizard, and the fools put up a statue of that duplicitous charlatan. Hilarious." On page 64, which is actually one of the bookmark pages, you find one notable piece of information. Oh, where has it gone? It says, "Fools should have just let them die. Guilt gets you nothing."
And do we know what this is talking about?
No. One second. But as you read, there seems to be something she's missed. Lamont Breachton was not a real person. His real name was Menkare, and he was a disguised gold dragon.
So there's dragons involved. Interesting.
Wow. But aren't the gold dragons typically good? Like
They are, yes.
Good.
They are one of the metallic ones.
Does
Specifically lawful good.
this trigger anything with my lore skill?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Unless you're specifically trained with Law Dragon.
I am.
You are.
I'm trained with Lord Dayhawk.
Law what?
Dayhawk.
Dayhawk.
Dahak.
Oh, right, no.
Dayhawk.
Dayhawk,
No,
no.
I've got Lord Dragon.
Okay. It's a very, very obscure reference. You can try and roll if you like. No, it doesn't ring a bell. You don't recognise it as a draconic name, but it's not one you've heard of before.
Well,
Maybe-
there seems
maybe-
some solid evidence against this person. We should bring it to the council and then see that we find ourselves on our way to the castle.
Okay. Can you all make a perception check in the tower as well, please? Oh, Ulrich. Everybody say thank you, Ulrich.
Thank you, Ulrich.
Right. As you look further around the room, you take about 20 minutes to search the place thoroughly from top to bottom. And as Ulrich's sort of poking around, he finds a hidden stash of scrolls in a section behind the clothes in the wardrobe. It contains scrolls of Acid Arrow, False Life, Obscuring Mist, and Touch of Idiocy.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna put those in the loot splitter for you, and you can decide who takes them. So if you want to take something, you can just drag it off and drop it into your.
How do we do that? Sorry.
Go to the party sheet. So
Where's that?
top corner, top right-hand corner of your screen. Yeah, there's a little button with an eye and 3 heads on it. Click that, and it'll come up with party sheet. And down the side of there, you'll see there's main, which shows all the party members. Skills shows you who's got what skills, and then there's an inventory one. And you'll see in the parcel items.
Mine doesn't show party members or anything. It
Yeah,
just shows
Mine
inventory and
just see
all
four
that.
magical
That's
scrolls.
DM only view. So yeah.
Right, that's DM only view. We only get inventory and other.
All right, okay.
Yep. So
So given that that Cannondale and Tremsel probably the only ones. I don't know, Tremsel, can you use magic items? I don't can you?
I don't think I have in the past. Most of my
No.
skills involve mixing things.
Yeah, that's it. Then you can cast from a scroll as a sorcerer, can't you?
Yes.
Is that how you're going to split these? You give them to Cannondale to look after, and then when the adventure's over, decide if you want to keep them or sell them.
I mean, for right now, that seems best. I can't use them. If we need them during the adventure, I can't do anything with them. Caden can't do
Right.
anything.
Okay.
Well, we should see if we are allowed to keep them first.
Right, we'll give them to Cannondale anyway, because it's saves them from hanging around.
Well, since I assume we found everything here, we should go back to the console now.
Yes.
Yeah.
What time of day is it right now?
It's early afternoon. The fire was at noon, and you've been around for a couple of hours and knocked around. So you're talking around about 2:30 in the afternoon.
So we could get out of here by about 4, maybe 5, somewhere around there. And then we can down camp on the road.
You can camp on the road, yes.
Or we could leave
Well,
early in the morning.
you can leave it, or you can leave in the morning. It's entirely up to you.
I know the area pretty well. We should be fine.
Yeah.
We should
Okay,
go
so
and speak to
you're going to go back up and speak to the council. Okay.
Yeah, handing over all the evidence we found.
Right. Okay. This. Right. Okay. So you head back and turn in the evidence to Greta, and she looks through it and she has a look at this ledger, and her face pales. She's furious. So I can't see this being Voz's work. It was not like her. She was such a community-minded person. And then you show her the notes in the book about how she's cursing the town's founder. It's up to you whether you tell her about the founder being a dragon or not. But the people around here seem to idolize it.
I'll keep my mouth
Not a
blind.
good idea.
Okay.
I'll ask her about keeping the scrolls.
Yes, if they're going to be of use to you, use them by all means. Anything else you find from here on in, you're welcome to keep, unless it's counted as you would consider it evidence, in which case, obviously, we'll want it.
Certainly.
Okay, so I've got some more XP for you.
Are we deciding to not tell her about the dragon?
Yeah, probably not in public.
Maybe we could have a word with her in private.
Maybe, yeah.
Anything to pilot unless anyone else?
Also, maybe think about something you might want to acquire before we leave.
Honest Abe wants a beer. He's never underperformed like that at a bedroom in his whole life.
Really? I figured you'd be used to coming up short.
Wow.
That was a low blow.
But, well, he's quite a long way down.
Personally, I'm against withholding information from Greta, but I don't feel that telling in public would be a good idea. I would like to have a word with her in private. Would anyone be objected to that?
Not at all, no.
No, it's totally fine.
I would like to tell Greta about what we found, but in private.
Is this
I
the
would
time
like
for
to
that?
be there with you when you do that, if you decide to do that, because I want to see the look on her face. I want to kind of study her facial features and things like this.
By in private, I mean away from the townsfolk.
Gentlemen, is this the time for that? I'm sure, well, she may want to know that eventually. Remember, there are goblins still in trouble. Is this the priority right now?
Are we looking at leaving today or tomorrow?
You didn't finish searching the bookshop, to be fair. You missed a room.
Oh, we thought we had gotten all the
we
rooms.
left before that.
Yeah, I also asked if we searched for everything.
Oh, right, no, that was just in the bedroom.
I'm sorry, we thought you meant the entire shop.
Sorry, my mistake.
Recap then?
We should probably explore that last room.
Explore everything, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely not leaving without looking at everything.
I'm gonna pick a lock. I don't care which one. I'm picking a lock.
Right, so can we go back to the shop?
Yes. Okay, so you go back to the shop. The room that you missed, on the door, it says there's a sign that's staff only.
Is this door locked?
No, it's not.
Sorry, Abe.
Let me pick this lock.
So-
I guarantee I'll
Well-
open it.
Yeah, we let him open it.
Go on then, have a pick at it.
Okay. As if by magic, it springs open. You managed to successfully pick the lock. Well, that would have picked it anyway. You
I rolled a really good roll. You
So that would have opened the outside door.
You're amazing, Abe. Good job.
That was
Yeah,
fantastic.
well done, Abe.
Nobody picks a lock like Abe.
No,
I'm gonna have
that's
a
it.
tear of happiness roll down my face and just stand there in awe.
He's a little green lock-picking machine.
Right, then let's go in.
Okay. This room is like the bedroom in absolute disarray. It looks like Voz left town in a hurry when she realised that Calmont is up to no good. Maybe.
Can we get
Right.
his perception to check for clues?
Okay, so yes. Do you want to roll perception in the tower, please?
Yeah.
This is going to take you 20 minutes to do this. Got some big rolls there. With Abe rolling a 19, and Galmon rolling a 20, Cannondale rolling a 17, some big numbers. Okay, so after rooting around the place for 20 minutes or so, you come across a cluttered desk, and it looks like Voss or whoever didn't destroy everything they intended to. There's some notes written in a rushed hand, but clearly written. Words, aha, entrance to Alceta's Ring, Guardian's Way. Could you make a society or law local check in the tower, please?
What is local?
It would be if you have specific knowledge of the local area, if you actually had the local law skill.
Ah, okay.
Okay, Cannondale, you've heard of Guardian's Way. You've heard of it told as a long-abandoned military outpost from the Goblin Blood Wars. The location of Guardian's Way is, you seem to remember, is about 5 or 6 miles northwest of town, in a wooded enclave.
Looks like something that we should explore.
Yeah, but the the document I found downstairs and the document here, they have different writing, right?
No, it's the same writing.
It's the same
It's in a
writing,
rushed
right?
hand.
We should definitely look for a map or something.
Does the desk have any drawers we may have missed?
No. No, that's it. You found everything.
Okay.
So have we cleared the whole building?
You have successfully investigated Reliant Books.
What time are we on now?
That would have taken about 45 minutes in total. So you're looking maybe sort of 3:30, 4 o'clock.
See, the question we ask now is what time does the pub open?
The pub never closes.
Fantastic.
It closes when the last customer falls asleep in a puddle of their own.
Well,
So-
I guess we'll get one more beer before we depart, and then we'll go.
Do you think maybe we should speak to Greta again about Guardian's Way?
I kind of assume we never left, then researched everything.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. She'll basically give you the same information that the Cannondale already called. It's an abandoned fort. It's about 5 or 6 miles away to the northwest.
Is there any way to get our hands on a area map?
Yeah. I don't actually have one, but yeah, you get a rough map of the area. You can see where Hellknight Hill is, and you can see where Guardian's Way is.
So, in comparison to the city, how far away is each place? Or are they on the same way?
1 second. Right, Citadel Altairine, also known as Hellknight, is about a mile northeast of Breach Hill.
Okay.
The Guardian's Way is 6 miles to the northwest.
So we've got two different places in two different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any natural obstacle in the way if you want to go from the keep to the Guardian's Way?
Not really. No, it's just through general wooded terrain. It's
Okay.
not. It's passable. You'd have to come down. There is a pathway that leads up to Hellknight Hill. You'd have to come down and then go across, and it would almost bring you back into town. So it's really not going to make any difference to you in the long run.
Okay. Well, I'll suggest we go to the closest one first.
Okay.
After a beer, of course.
That's
Right.
fine.
So I say it's about a mile out of town, so it's not going to take you to get there. As you're setting off, Warble is fussing around. Well, please make sure they're safe. Are you sure? Can I come with you? I want to make sure they're safe.
Do you have
I
any
won't come
combat
into
experience?
the keep, but I won't come into the keep. That's not safe. But I want to be on hand if anybody needs my help.
Caden will walk up to Warble, kneel down, and tell her, "It's okay, little sister. We will make sure they are safe."
She looks at you with big goblin eyes, like, "Oh, thank you so much."
No, we can
She
take her
runs
with
off.
us.
Runs off and grabs a day pack and comes to join you.
Good. We'll protect her.
Okay. Well, basically, what she's going to do is she's going to set up a camp outside the keep that you can use as a base of operations, and she'll stay there and run things there for you.
Oh, good. As we're walking to wherever we're going to, I want to be off the road in the brush and be walking through the brush.
Okay. That's going to slow things down for you a bit, but it's not a great deal.
No, I got terrain stalker for brush.
Right. Okay. Rising from the hilltop above is a looming structure of crumbling stone and still imposing battlements, though verdant nature is reclaiming the site. Plumes of red smoke, which Ambassador Warble believes to be the distress signals from the Bumblebrasher goblins, rise from the roof to the keep's central tower. This place can only be Citadel Alteraean, the infamous former home of the Order of the Nail Hellknights, now fallen into ruins. The gate-like doors in the centre of the keep hang ajar, not surprising since nobody has maintained this facility for years.
Is there any lock on the gates, or are they wide open?
They're wide open.
Then in we go.
Should we scout the place out, or do we just want to barge in?
It might be a good idea to see if there's anyone or anything hanging around the premises.
Okay, just give me a moment. I shall pop the map for you. Before we go any further, before you go into the Citadel, you're supposed to be level 2. But there isn't enough XP in the first chapter to get you there, so I'm going to bump you up, reset your XP to 0, but make you level 2. Okay?
Okay.
Then I have a question for you on that aspect, and I didn't think we'd have to do it this early, so I'm going to have a question for you.
Okay.
Rogues get a feat and a class feat every single level.
Yes, they do.
I
Yeah.
can't remember how to get
No,
to
not a
those
class
two
feat. It's a
to
skill
find
feat,
out.
isn't it?
The skill feat and a class feat. When I look up rogue, you get one of each. Every level.
Well,
And as a
Unless I
sorcerer,
mentioned
I
red.
get a skill feat and a soak feat.
yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's every level. Let me double check because I don't want to be wrong.
Well,
I mean,
let
you
him put everyone to level 2.
When
You get skill. You get a rogue feat at level 1. You get a rogue feat at 2, but you don't get one at level 3. And it's every other every other level after that. So then it's 4th, 6th, 8th.
if you go to the
Okay, so I'm
tracker,
looking at it where it says rogue advancements right now, table 3 through 15. It says your level 1. I get the rogue feat and a skill feat. Then level 2 gets a rogue feat and a skill feat. Level 3 gets a rogue feat, a skill feat and a general feat, and a skill feat. Rogue 4 is a rogue feat and skill feat. Rogue 5 is, it's shown on every one of them.
Yeah, the rogue increases with the feat increases with every
Yeah.
level. It's a
Okay,
special,
well,
yeah.
seeing as this is a point where we'd need to level up, and it's a good point to come anyway. Let's call the session
Yeah,
here
that's
for
what I'm
now,
saying. I don't know.
and
I don't know how
we'll
to-
do a level. We'll do a session 0.5, and we'll do the level ups. We'll do it offline. And I'd like to thank everybody that's been watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been a little bit hesitant because we're still learning the system, but stick with us. It'll start to flow, and things are about to get exciting. So we'll see you next time. I'll hand over now to Layroon. Are you there, Layroon?
Yep, I'm here.
Just grabbing his mic.
I'm here.
So yes, we're going to draw a veil over it here for now, and we're at a point where we need to level up.
Okay. So everybody, thanks for joining us and watching. These will get better as the weeks go on. Again, thanks for the subs and for the bits, and we'll do a little discussion after this and see how things go after that. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.